I was here and in Chicago, and I asked your mom if, should I go home? Do you think you're gonna have this baby today or tomorrow? And she said, oh, I'll go home, Mom. So I flew home and got there in the evening, went to bed, and at 5 o'clock in the morning, she calls and says, I'm on my way to the hospital. You were just such a good, quiet baby, no crying, nothing, and could not believe that I was there so soon after you were born for my very first grandchild.
She just took my breath away. She was just gorgeous. And I was so delighted and thrilled. Even though I had had grandchildren before whom I loved and who were gorgeous and darling and what have you, this baby, my heart is always with the youngest grandchild, of course, and she was the 9th. And your dad, Alan and I were so excited. We stayed and we held her, and I don't remember anything that happened after that. It was just glorious.
First time I saw her, Michelle and I came up to see her, and it just struck me as the whole week we just sat with her in her arms looking at Hannah, and the whole week went by just like that. But that's what I remember doing the whole week.
And I was so excited. I remember going to the hospital and remember Dad holding Hannah, and we were all afraid he was going to drop her. But she was safe. She turned out normal.
She's not a Henderson. She's way too cute to be a Henderson. But I was grateful, and I felt that we're very blessed.
But my other memory about like Hannah's 3rd day was when Mark and Beth brought their kids up, and Julie and brought Katie and Anne Marie up to visit Hannah and see her, and they all had the braids in their hair, and Angie made all of them wash their hands before they could hold Hannah, and they passed her around, and everybody was just like, oh my God, she's the best thing that ever happened to us.
It was not only happiness and joy at seeing Hannah, obviously, because we hadn't had a new baby in the family for so long, but it was watching my kids meet their new cousin, who they were at the age where they could totally appreciate babies and cousins, and that was the funnest part. They could barely rip themselves away from Hannah.
I was just so excited to meet and see you, a new baby, a new grandchild, and was very blessed, felt very blessed to have you here.
Oh, that's easy. That was when she was about, 3 or 4 years old, up at the cabin. Earlier that week, her mom, Angie, and Nana went out on the paddle boat, and the lake was kind of rough. They were in by shore, and all of a sudden, Paul yells at me, hurry, we gotta go get them, because they were sinking in the paddle boat. So we rushed to get the pontoon ready, almost forgot Max in his infant seat, tossed him on there, and we went across the bay and towed the paddle boat back. And then later on that week, at the end of the week, Paul asked Hannah, what was your favorite part of the week? And she thinks for about a half a second, and she says,
going for that rescue mission.
Going for the rescue mission? Can you tell us what happened on that rescue mission?
Mommy and Anna got stuck by a different cabin.
Mm-hmm.
And then we saved them with another boat.
Oh, yeah.
A giant big boat. go.
Well, Hannah read at a very young age, and she had a book, and I think the name of it was
The Hungry, Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Carr. In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. And he wasn't really hungry anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar. And he became a beautiful butterfly.
And Alan and I watched that over and over and over again. And it is the sweetest thing because Hannah was very demonstrative and she made a lot of gestures.
Remember when Hannah took those ballet classes over on Southport, and she dressed up as a princess? One time she dressed up as a bear, and then she tried to flutter around the room, and sometimes she fell. That was cute.
I don't know that I have a favorite Hannah story. I've enjoyed so many things from the time you were born all the way till your current time, and I'm sure they'll add to it. There's several things that I can think of that I just really enjoyed with you, but not one single story. At the cabin, when you were maybe 3, I bought you a pink Cinderella dress. You wore that dress the entire time that you were there that week. You played ball in it, you ran races, you played in the sandbox, everything in it. You just were not going to take that off. I don't know if it was Cinderella, it was a princess dress.
She had a perfectly darling cardinal outfit with a red belt and red and white shoes, and she was in the outfield, and she was kind of, she appeared to be like the manager of the team, and all her gestures were just perfect, just perfect.
My favorite Hannah story is when she had to remind Dad that he was married to Mom.
No, not my mom. You. Well, this is you, and this is her. You got married to her.
You got married. I don't think there's any particular stories per se. It's Hannah experiences. One was when Angie and I took Hannah skiing for the first time. She was a natural. She took to it, and she was so proud of herself, and she was skiing hills that probably Paul couldn't have done. But she was great. And then the second experience was just a few years ago when we taught Hannah to scuba dive in Cabo. And I'm always amazed at Hannah and how she's open to learning new things, and she tends to pick things up pretty quickly.
We'd be out on the lake, on the pontoon, and you were Miss Little, I am going to do everything that everybody else is doing. You wanted to go in that lake and go swimming out in the deep end, but on your own. Well, of course, I wasn't going to let you just do that by yourself. I made you wear a life jacket, you were in a floaty, and I was still hanging on to you. But we went swimming together, and we still go swimming together. Those are just a couple. Like I said, there's so many things that I've spent time with you with that I've just really enjoyed. Well, I have no worries about your academic, and you've clearly selected a very good high school to attend. So you'll work hard, I know you will, and you'll get good grades and be a self-achiever, but I want to make sure you also balance that with, you need to have fun in your high school years, enjoy yourself, meet new people, do things like you've joined the choir. Join things where you're going to really build some strong friendships.
I would just recommend that she stay a Cardinal fan. I think that would be a good thing, and I couldn't be more proud of her if, no matter what she did. I am so thrilled. She is such a beautiful and good girl, and if she stays that way, she will, without a doubt, we can look for great things from Hannah.
Do not trust boys, high school boys. They only have one thing on their mind, no matter what they say.
Be yourself. Don't cave into peer pressure. Do what Hannah wants to do, not what your friends want to do.
I find it absolutely hilarious that anyone would ask me for advice going into high school, as Grandma can attest to. The only advice I could give her is don't do what Aunt Julie did. Talk to Grandma.
Just be yourself, because you're perfect as you are. No need to impress anybody. You're already impressive enough.
It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Baby, it's been a long day, baby. Things ain't been going my way, you know I need you here. You clear my mind all the time. And baby, the way you move me, it's crazy. It's like you see right through me and make it easier. To please me, you don't even have to try. Oh, because you are the best thing. You are the best thing. You are the best thing ever happened to me. Baby, you've come a long way, baby. You know I hope and I pray that you believe me when I say this love will never fade away. Oh, because you are the best thing. You are the best thing. You are the best thing ever happened to me. Both of us have known love before. Come on, all promising like the spring to walk on out the door. Our hearts are strong and our hearts are kind.